Shweta B classes. In today's class, we'll learn how to solve the program which is on for loop in C. Okay, using a C language which is in HackerRank. Okay, well, let's get started. And as we do in all our programs, we'll be doing three things here. One, we will start with the objective of the program, where we will learn the objective of the program, and then we will go for a task. We'll see what is the task which they want us to complete, and we'll see the sample input and output, and after that we'll start applying all those things and start solving the program. This is our procedure. Okay, now if anybody wants to skip this part and directly want to get started with the program, you can directly do that. I'll provide a timeline for that in the description. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, and those who want to continue from the beginning can of course continue from the beginning. Okay, so let's go here. What is the objective of the program that we are going to learn here? Okay, so this program, they are asking us, or what we are going to learn here is all about a for loop. Okay, and why we use a for loop. Now when I say a for loop, here it includes three expressions: expression 1, 2 and 3 inside this. Okay, now what each expression talks about and what it performs. Expression 1 is something where we initialize our variables and to tell the program from where to terminate the flag or the loop. Okay, and expression 2 is all about the condition. Here we are providing a condition for the program, or saying it, when this condition is met, you need to terminate the program or end the loop. Now the next thing is expression 3, where we will update the flags or variables, or in the sense here we'll do increment and the decrement operations. Okay, so well, I hope this is clear. Okay, and for the same thing they have given the example over here. Okay, now the next thing is what is the task which is provided for us. Okay, let's see the task in this program. What exactly is our job? Okay, now when I say what is our job here is the task. Here they have given the integer. You need to take integer n between the interval a to b. Okay, so you need to take two inputs a and b, which are the interval. Now whatever the number you take, or whatever the number is the input, if the n is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 9, then it should print us the English representation of that particular number in the lower case. That means if you enter 1, then it should print English 1 in letters. If you are entering 2, it should print 2. Okay, if you are entering 3, it should print 3 is the meaning. Now next is if, suppose whatever the value you have entering n, if it is greater than 9, then if it is an even number, it should print the word even. If it is greater than 9 and it is an odd number, then it should print odd. Okay, now that is what is given here. Okay, now the next thing is, based on that, let's see the sample input and output so that we can get an idea. Now if you look at the sample input and output over here, what it is showing here, we are giving the range 8 and 11. That means if I say a is equal to 8 and b is equal to 11, that means between 8 to 11 I have 4 numbers: 8, 9, 10 and 11. Okay, so out of this 4 numbers, 8 and 9 are less than or equal to 9, correct? And 10 and 11 are greater than 9. Now, so according to the condition or the task which is mentioned, for 8 and 9 I am printing the 8 and 9 in letters, and for 10 and 11, since they are greater than 9 and 10 is a even number, so I am printing even, 11 is an odd number, so I am printing odd. This is how your output should be. I hope you understood what is the sample input and output and what you need to perform. Now based on the same thing, what we'll do is we'll write a program. Already the inputs have been taken, so a and b, the range has been taken. We don't have to worry about the range. We just need to write the remaining logic over here. Okay, so instead of further delaying, now let's get started with our program. Okay, now we have already taken, and now let us put that a and b in the range. Okay, now how will I take, because all my numbers should be within this range, right? So if my number a is greater than, it should be greater than a and it should be less than b. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take a and I'll take some letter I and I'll initialize it to I is also, well, let's declare I. You can declare here or you can declare there itself. Let's declare I, and they're asking us to write here. I'm removing all over of this. Let me, okay. From here we'll start for loop where I will take I and I'll initialize I equal to A, because from there only my range will start. Okay. Next, I should be less than how much, or equal to B. Okay, because it is from A to B, less than or equal to B, and then I will increment it to the next one. So for that I will use I plus plus. Okay, now once I write a for loop, it's necessary to open a curly braces. Okay, now if the number entered is between this range, then you can enter the loop, and once you enter the loop, the next condition is we'll check whether the number is between 1 to 9 or no. Okay, so for that you can use either a switch case or you can use a if else statements. So switch case, which I already showed you in the conditional statements how to use. So for this, that's why in this particular program I'll tell you how to use the if and write this program. Okay, once I finish this, you can try it with the switch case also. Okay, let's get started. If my number, that is I, if I is greater than or equal to 1, that is what the range which is given, and I is less than or equal to 9, then I will enter this if loop, if statement, and inside that, if it is 1, what it should do, let's say if I is equal to 1, then it should print 1 in the letters, right, English letters. So how will I do that? I will check here. For this you can use switch case also, is what I meant. If I is equal to 1, then I will use printf, and what should I print? I should print 1 here. Getting 1/n, and since it's a printf statement, I should end it with a semicolon. Okay, so if it is not the case, I'll copy paste it. Suppose if it is not 1 and if it is equal to 2, right, then for that I need to use the else statement now. So I'll use else. If is equal to 2, then it should print 2, right, 2. Am I correct? Else if, and since I need to write at least some 9, I'll copy paste it and I can edit it also. Okay, if I is equal to 2, equal to 3, it should print 3. If it is equals to 4, if it is equals to 4, then it should print English alphabets 4. If it is equal to 5, then it should print here 5. If it is equal to 6, then it should print 6. If it is equal to 7, then it should print 7, right? Oh, sorry. If it is equal to 8, then it should print here 8, right? And if none of this is there, then it is obvious that if none of this condition is false, not satisfied, then you can obviously go and you can directly print and as the number is 9. So for that I will print it as 9, right? So that's how it will end. Now, is this the only condition? Suppose, is this the only that the number has to be between 1 to 9? No. If the number is greater than 9, okay, let's say the range is between 8 to 11, A is 8 and B is 11. So two numbers, condition will satisfy. If you go to the third number, that is 10, after 8, 9, third number is 10, then all of these conditions will not satisfy. So it should come out of this loop and it should go and try for the other one where it has to check whether it is a even number or a odd number and print that, right? So that is our second condition. That's why what we'll do is, after we finish this particular loop, else condition, let's put one more else here. Okay, let's say this if is over here. Okay, after I finish this if condition, I'll go for else part of this, and inside the else, what I'll do is I will break the loop. This particular loop will be broken, and after that I'll start one more for loop for even odd. That is, for again the range is same, I is equal to a, I is less than or equal to b, I plus plus. Correct. Now inside this, if it is in the same range and the range is met, then I'll go inside the loop. This time I'll check if I is greater than 9. Correct. If the I is greater than 9, then what I'll do, I will check if I mod 2 is equal to 0. Condition I'll check for, right? So let's say if the condition is true, that whatever the number you have taken, it is divisible, completely divisible by 2, then it is an even number. So I will print the number is even. Correct. So number is even slash n, end it with the semicolon. Let's say if this is not true, then I'll go for the else part. Okay, here what I'll print, I will print printf that the number is odd. Am I correct? That is what is expected. No other statement they are asking us to print, and we don't have to print anything else. Okay, so once I finish all of this, let's check all our loops wherever we started, we ended it or no. This one is from this if, the main if, and this has been ended here, this has been ended here. Okay, this is for the for loop. This we need to check from where it is. Okay, this is for this for loop, it has taken, I think this has to be ended after the break itself. Okay, let's end it, because that is for the other for loop, and one more is there, that is from the beginning, that is for the main. Okay, okay, and here we have one extra, so let's remove this particular. Okay, let's run it and see anything else. Okay, compilation error. So the error is expected comma before return 0. Okay, I think we have one extra over here. Let's run it again. Wrong, 819. Okay, after 9 I think I have not given us next line. Okay, so see, this is HackerRank is something for a simple errors also it will give the error. So now the sample test case has, all the test cases have been passed. Now let's submit and check whether the hidden test cases have been passed or no. Okay, now if you can see here, all the hidden test cases have also been passed, and you have received the message as congratulations. Okay, well, thank you so much guys, and stay updated for the next particular program. Okay, well, thank you so much. See you again in the next class. And one more important, in the next class we'll be doing the Capgemini pattern paper, and stay tuned and watch the video. Well, thank you.